My name is Jonathan Gensler, and I am from Huntington, West Virginia. I'm an Iraq War veteran, a West Point graduate. Senator Bob Byrd sent me to West Point 15 years ago to learn to be a leader for this state. I'm out here marching with a group of a few hundred wonderful people to protect and defend our heritage here in southern West Virginia that's centered around Logan County and Blair Mountain. 90 years ago, in the late summer of 1921, thousands of striking miners were on the march to Mingo County to help unionize a mine that was under the oppression and tyranny of the corporate coal interests at the time. They were met in Logan County by coal company thugs, by organized state police, and by mercenaries who had machine guns arrayed along the ridge lines and essentially put a stop to their march south.
How come your dad was walking?
He was organizing. He was trying to organize the union. And they did. I was born in 28. And he got shot in 21. Well, if we walk far enough together, and I make it, I can show you the rock that he was at and under.
Blair Mountain means a lot to me because my great-grandfather on my father's side joined his fellow unionized miners to march to Blair Mountain, and he was one of the ones to survive, and he would later go on to raise my own father.
My great-grandfather was president of the United Mine Workers and one of the principal organizers of the 1921 March on Blair Mountain. He was later charged for treason. And, you know, the ground we're standing on right now is exactly where the miners surrendered to federal troops. It's where they collected the guns, right here at this very spot. That building right behind you was a makeshift hospital for the street that wounded. Yeah, so you're standing on history right now.
This is a march against mountaintop removal. Yeah. But this is a march for democracy. Democracy ain't something you can put in a box and pull out when you want it. It's participatory. I think I said that word right. You did. You got to participate. And you're doing it today.
This is about local people that had to go to people across the United States to get us to help end the mountaintop removal going on in our backyards.
I'm Bob Ledbetter. This is my daughter Brooke. We live in Chapel Hill, but I was born and grew up in West Virginia, and I take a lot of pride in the state, and I hate to see it destroyed.
My name is Sarah. I'm from Delaware, and I found out that I'm connected to mountaintop removal because I went on the ilovemountains.org website and typed in my zip code, and they were able to tell me that as a Delawarean, we get our power from Delmar Power, and that is a mountaintop removal user. It's somebody who creates electricity based on mountaintop removal that comes right out of here, West Virginia. So just because we live in Delaware and we're 9 hours away, we are as much of a part of this as anybody else, so we're here to make it stop.
We completed our march on Blair Mountain in commemoration of those men and women who marched here 91 years ago and fought for their rights to fair pay and safe working conditions.
I'm a union stagehand, and I am keenly aware of what went on to develop union rights and respecting that.
Okay.
Well, there's a lot of anti-union stuff going on right now in Wisconsin and all of that. I think it's a really, really important time for union members to stand up for one another.
What just happened?
We just got to Blair.
How far did we walk to get here?
50 miles.
How do you feel about it?
I feel fabulous.
You know, overall, considering walking on a narrow little footpath along the side of the road, often in a ditch, you know, we've had no major injuries, and I think that's a huge success for this march as well.
Yeah. Everybody came through with dignity, with poise, and I think with determination to march on to Blair Mountain.
Where are we?
We're in Blair.
How far did we walk to get here?
50 miles.
How do you feel?
I feel great.
It was peaceful, and it was fun, and it was meaningful, and I think it is, somebody said it's turning the tide, I believe it.
Excellent.
My name is Jennifer Bias Bryant. It was just
is Katie.
And I'm Derek Bryant.
All right. And where are y'all from?
I'm from Sharpless, West Virginia.
And how far is that from here?
About 5 miles.
Well, we both came from union mining families. Both of our fathers were union miners. My father was a deep miner for 25 years, and you know, this place represents the reason that I was able to eat and live. The reason that I had a choice when I grew up to do something different, something other than coal mining. We wanted to come and support our community and a more sustainable energy future for our families.
We don't want to see anybody out of a job, but there are better ways to do things.
We want to see more of our friends employed, and I think that deep mining is the best way to achieve that goal.
Responsible.
Facts show that just employs more people. When deep mining was the way that things were done here, communities were thriving. There were a lot of people, communities popped up around the deep mines, and neighborhoods were great places. Schools, you know,
Kids didn't have to be bused 45 minutes to an hour away just to go to school.
Mom and pop stores, and just great communities. And now that's gone. When the strip mines come, that's not what happens. They buy up all the homes that are there currently. They buy the schools, they tear them down, and they do all that just so they can blow the top of the mountain off. And then once they leave, it's just, you know, there's nothing left.
My name is Joe Stanley. I was born and raised in Mingo County, West Virginia. I'm a retired UMWA coal miner. I'm not anti-coal. I'm pro-people, and I'm anti-mountaintop removals.
The counties here where coal production is the highest have the highest rate of poverty, the lowest rates of education, the lowest, you know, in the bottom of the list on so many different measures that most Americans enjoy.
I believe we must hold very clearly in our hearts the needs of the people who depend on this mining for their livelihoods. Everyone, all people need a safe place to live, a way to make a decent living, and a sense of security for themselves and their family.
We're marching to inspire those hundreds, those thousands of quiet supporters who, as we walked by, gave us a thumbs up, who gave us water, who put signs out, but yet we're still too scared to let us camp on their grounds at night. So we inspire them to rise up and demand a better future for themselves and for everyone who lives here.
This doesn't end today. You know, these issues that we are raising awareness about, you know, they're not going away. A lot of people will leave and go back to their homes tomorrow and talk about the experiences that they had, and that's great, but we have to turn it into something tangible. You know, I'm with the Friends of Blair Mountain. I'm on the board of that group, and we intend to work to try to get some deal with the coal companies where we can save the site if the government itself will not step in, and build a museum and historical park here.
But I want you to do me a favor, because if we just came to Blair Mountain this day and we go home and we say, wow, what a march, but we don't follow up with it, then we haven't done our job well enough.
A message to those who can't be here.
Make your phone calls, write your letters, do what you can. We appreciate everything that everyone does.
Share our message. Tell people about Blair Mountain. You know, if you care about labor history, if you care about the environment, if you care about a sustainable economy, you know, this is ground zero for where we can really begin that. You know, if we can preserve, if we can win at Blair Mountain, we can win anywhere in America.
Walking with my children on my mind. Stay on freedom. Walking with my children on my mind. Stay on freedom. Walking with my children on my mind.